age range for a mate is between 32 and 40. Daniel and David were not Sarah's only partners. She recounted probably about 20 partners when asked about it. Most of them were during a several-year stint in Baltimore before her time in New York. 4 were one-night stands, the rest longer. Abstinence advocates and their opponents have long fought over the territory of teenage sex and how to curb it and its consequences. But that was not Sarah's problem. Her first sexual relationship did not happen until she was 22. But the comparative delay in her case did not spell success in romance, as some social conservatives claim. Indeed, concern has largely shifted away from adolescent sexual behavior, which has dipped in the past decade, to the full-blown failure to launch that has quickly materialized and now characterizes many Americans in their mid-20s to mid-30s. When asked how rapidly her relationships tend to become sexual, Sarah replied, "The first or second date." That account did not stand out from those of many other interviewees. The numbers are on her side, too. In the 2014 Relationships in America survey, sex before the relationship begins was the modal, meaning the most common point at which Americans report having first had sex in their current relationships. Is her timing of sex intentional? No. It just happens, she reasoned. Trained to detect unlikely passivity, I responded skeptically with a, "Nothing just happens. Tell me how this works." Well, it happens if there's really strong physical chemistry. If there's physical chemistry, then usually the date's gonna end with some kind of, physical activity, at least for me in my experience. Even date number 1? Oh yeah. Laughs. Date number 1, like kissing, and then I feel like the kissing always leads to something else. You feel like it, or you make it, or it just does. I don't know. I don't think it's me. I think it's more the guy, and then I'm just okay with it. And then a lot of times, though, I will say, there are times when I feel comfortable with having sex on the first date, and other times I don't feel comfortable. How do you discern those? Depending on if I like the guy more or not. So if you like the guy more, which one happens? I don't want to have sex with him. Okay. Can you explicate that a little bit? Laughs. Because I want to see him again, and I don't want it to just be about something physical. She nevertheless often finds herself regretting first date sex, she admits, but finds it difficult to predict beforehand. During the date itself, I feel like I get, sighs, caught up in the moment. So waiting for the second or third date, she asserts, is a better strategy than first date sex because he's going to stay interested. This, she claims, is the standard approach to dating among her peers, if not necessarily the most optimal. I don't think it's unusual, but I think that for a lasting relationship, it's not the best approach. What is? To take things very slow physically. How slow, I wondered. I don't know. Like waiting to have sex maybe, 1 or 2 months. In theory, that always sounds great to me. I'm always like, okay, cool, I'm going to wait this time. And then I meet the guy and there's chemistry, and the next thing I know, I'm sleeping with them, and I'm like, shit. So often you start out with the intention of waiting? Oh, I always do. Subsequent dates predictably expect sex. That pattern is the way that most of maybe all, I don't know, almost all relationships start, is that they start really intense and passionate, and they become like I go out with a guy, we really like each other, and we have sex, and then it's like you see him every day, and they're just, they become your world. And then all of a sudden, it's been months, and you come to your senses, and you're like, what the hell just happened? What happened?